It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Your self-worth is determined by you. You don't have to depend on someone telling you who you are. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. To bring about change, you must not be afraid to take the first step. We will fail when we fail to try. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Champions keep playing until they get it right. I am lucky that whatever fear I have inside me, my desire to win is always stronger. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Real change, enduring change, happens one step at a time. All dreams are within reach. All you have to do is keep moving towards them. Give light and people will find the way. It is never too late to be what you might have been. It always seems impossible until it's done. Don't count the days, make the days count. Definitions belong to the definers, not the defined. If you risk nothing, then you risk everything. When you have a dream, you've got to grab it and never let go. When it comes to luck, you make your own. If you're having fun, that's when the best memories are built. Never allow a person to tell you no. Who doesn't have the power to say yes? When it comes to luck, you make your own. If you're having fun, that's when the best memories are built. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Hard things will happen to us. We will recover. We will learn from it. We will grow more resilient because of it. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist. You just gotta keep going and fighting for everything. And one day you'll get to where you want. If you prioritize yourself, you are going to save yourself. A problem is a chance for you to do your best. You can't turn back the clock, but you can wind it up again. There is no better compass than compassion. Stand before the people you fear and speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. It's a toxic desire to try to be perfect. I realized later in life that the challenge is not to be perfect, it's to be whole. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. When you can't find someone to follow, you have to find a way to lead by example. You define beauty yourself. Society doesn't define your beauty. Your story is what you have, what you will always have. It is something to own. No matter how far away from yourself you may have strayed, There is always a path back. You already know who you are and how to fulfill your destiny. Vitality shows not only in the ability to persist, but in the ability to start over. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. Life has got all those twists and turns. You've got to hold on tight and off you go. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Be courageous, challenge orthodoxy. Stand up for what you believe in. When you are in your rocking chair, talking to your grandchildren many years from now, be sure you have a good story to tell. I just want you to know that if you are out there and you are being really hard on yourself right now for something that has happened, it's normal. That is what is going to happen to you in life. No one gets through unscathed. We are all going to have a few scratches on us. Please be kind to yourselves and stand up for yourself, please. For me, becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. I see it instead as forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously toward a better self. The journey doesn't end. People tell you the world looks a certain way. Parents tell you how to think. Schools tell you how to think. TV, religion. And then at a certain point, if you're lucky, you realize you can make up your own mind. Nobody sets the rules but you. You can design your own life. At the end of the day, whether or not those people are comfortable with how you're living your life doesn't matter. What matters is whether you're comfortable with it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. You make a choice. Continue living your life feeling muddled in this abyss of self-misunderstanding, or you find your identity independent of it. You draw your own box. Do not allow people to dim your shine because they are blinded. Tell them to put some sunglasses on. If you make your internal life a priority, then everything else you need on the outside will be given to you, and it will be extremely clear what the next step is. I'm going to be gone one day, and I have to accept that tomorrow isn't promised. Am I okay with how I'm living today? It's the only thing I can help. If I didn't have another one, what have I done with all my todays? Am I doing a good job? I'm not going to continue knocking that old door that doesn't open for me. I'm going to create my own door and walk through that. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. I am experienced enough to do this. I am knowledgeable enough to do this. I am prepared enough to do this. I am mature enough to do this. I am brave enough to do this. I want to be in the arena. I want to be brave with my life. And when we make the choice to dare greatly, we sign up to get our asses kicked. We can choose courage or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both, not at the same time. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. Learning how to be still, to really be still, and let life happen, that stillness becomes a radiance. All you need is the plan, the road map, and the courage to press on to your destination. I care about decency and humanity and kindness. Kindness today is an act of rebellion. We must let go of the life we have planned, so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Find that truth, live that truth, and everything else will come. Everyone has inside of him a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, and what your potential is. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. I tell myself, you've been through so much. You've endured so much. Time will allow me to heal, and soon this will be just another memory that made me the strong woman, athlete, and mother I am today. Live your beliefs, and you can turn the world around.